And here we are. Give me a second. And here we are. Give me a second. And here we are. Give me a second. Wonder why I'm getting all of this feedback. Do y'all hear a lot of crazy feedback? Let me know how what the sound is like. Let me know how the sound is like. I got a horrible sound on my end, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. Okay, how does that sound? Can somebody tell me if the sound is good now? Sounds better? Sounds better, sounds good, 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 good. Okay, here we go, y'all. Thanks for being patient. I got a learning curve, y'all. You know, like I said, I'm pretty rusty on this YouTube live since YouTube has been blocking my ability to go live. I've been pretty rusty, so gotta bear with me. So just finished watching the O.J. Simpson. What was the O.J. Simpson? What was it? The O.J. confession. If I did it, that was if I did it. Now I want to know what y'all think, but first I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on this. As I have always suspected out the gate, OJ did it. First and foremost, what I need y'all to do for the people who don't think he did it, and I'm gonna be very direct and just say black people. For the black people who don't think he did it, I want you to take into consideration all of the evidence, all of the circumstances, take into consideration the abusive husband. In fact, first I want you to imagine that OJ is first and foremost not a famous football player. He's just another man. And he has a record of abuse against his ex-wife. He got these jealous tendencies. He, on the night that his wife is murdered, his ex-wife is murdered, he is supposed to be on his way to the airport to fly to Chicago. He has a limousine parked outside waiting on him, outside of his house. For 45 minutes, the limousine driver is calling, trying to locate him, can't locate him. When OJ finally shows up 45 minutes later, he tells the limousine driver he was in the shower. He probably was washing off the blood. So the limousine driver takes him to the airport. He goes to Chicago. He gets a call. They tell him that his wife has been found. His wife is deceased. They won't tell him the details, but they discover at some point that he has a cut on his hand. He says that he cut his hand while handling a glass. He set a glass on top of the bathroom counter, on the countertop, and he cut his hand. Now, I've been setting glasses on top of countertops and tables for years. If I had to give a round number, I would say I've done that at least 1 million times, and I have never come anywhere remotely close to cutting my hand. Consider this the coincidence that he cut his hand and his wife was cut up just hours before. His wife and her friend was cut up just hours before. He arrives at his house. Police put handcuffs on him. They take the handcuffs off. He take off with his friend and they ride down the 101. I believe they was on the 101 or the 405 in LA. And they're giving a Bronco chase. They got the whole city of LA Police Department and surrounding areas following them. This is an innocent man, but he's riding down the street and he got a gun to his head talking about he gonna kill himself. Why would an innocent man go through all of that trouble? And also, here's the whammy. Let's imagine for a moment that OJ was white and this happened. Would y'all still be so quick to give him the benefit of doubt? No. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck, man. When you consider all of that, and then also, let's also imagine that woman that was killed, let's imagine she was black and she was your family member. Now, how do you think? How does this add up? Do you still think he's innocent? No, not how you, not holding on to that philosophy or those thoughts that you already have. I'm talking about considering everything that I just laid out. And since OJ going hypothetical, I'm going hypothetical. Let's imagine that all of those those situations that I just gave, do you still think the man is innocent? Man, I'm just gonna keep it. Hey, look, man. Let's say all of this stuff happened. He beat the charge, gets out of jail, he gets into an altercation that has nothing to do with the case, but they give him some years anyway because they want to punish him. This is a tax for the case that he beat. So they give him, he served, what did he serve? 9 years or more, something like that? I can't remember. So but before he goes to jail, he makes a video and he talks about, wait a minute, I'm not sure if that was before or after he went to jail. But nevertheless, he makes this video, the series, part of the series that we just seen, the special we just saw, called I Didn't Do It. No. It's If I Had Done It, If I Did It. He writes a book called If I Did It. And he films a special called If I Did It. And he gives a hypothetical account of what he would have done had he killed his ex-wife. What sane person, what innocent person would give a hypothetical account of what they would have done if they had killed their child's mother? And go through all of it, and give a public account of it, write a book about it, do a television special about it, and subject their children to listening to that account. I didn't kill you. Look, I didn't kill your mama. But if I had killed your mama, I would have done it like this. Then he talks about how he has this friend in the hypothetical account he gives. He talks about how his friend named Charlie came to him and said, look, man, I don't know what's going on over there, but they're over there doing some crazy stuff at Nicole's house, man. That needs to stop. Whatever it is, I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, it needs to stop. So I put on some gloves, Charlie gets some knives, and we go over there, and we look through the window, we see stuff is going on, and we come across this guy by the name of Ron Goldman. I didn't know who the guy was. He just approached us, and we exchanged some words, and then I take the knife from Charlie and I stab him up. Nicole falls. I don't know how she fell, but she falls, and then next thing I know, it's just blood everywhere. Who in the hell does that? Who says something that stupid, man? Who does something like that, man? Come on, man. Where's my smart, rational people at? If anybody has any other conclusion other than this man is guilty, man, I think you next to do some dumb shit like that. You need to get checked out, man. You need to go get some help, because you're subject to be the same kind of person that would try something like that. Man, what OJ missed the number one rule of engagement when it comes to relationships gone bad. Let a hoe be a hoe. Now that go for men and women. You got to let a hoe be a hoe. If somebody don't want you no more, man, they don't want you, let them be. Let them go. If you, most of us, we act like we all of that, right? Most of us think we're all of that. Most of us, we're prideful. We think we are the best thing that God invented. Yet, if somebody don't want to be with us, we wallow in sorrow. We just, we get torn up and we try to make a person be with us. And we can't function. It's human nature to feel some resentment, contempt, anger. That's human nature to feel sadness. But the way you get through it is you go to bed, you wake up, you go to bed, you wake up, you do the best that you can, you go to bed, you wake up, do the best that you can, and further you go in life, you just keep waking up, and that object, that relationship that you were in, that person that then caused you all of this grief becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, just like an object in your rearview mirror when you're driving. The further you drive, the smaller that object becomes. That is the way relationships work when they go bad. When you're in it, and some of you guys can attest to that. You thought you were in a relationship and it went bad. You thought you could never get over it. And you probably was doing all kind of crazy things and tripping. Probably was losing weight and trying to fight the person and busting out windows and tires and all kind of stuff. And man, now you look back on that and you be like, damn, I can't believe I was tripping like that. That's because, man, it ain't never as bad as it seems. OJ killed that woman, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. Y'all say y'all real, let's keep it real, man. Y'all know OJ killed that woman. Ain't no innocent person gonna do something like that. An innocent person not gonna write a book about killing their child's mother, their children's mother, if they didn't do it. In fact, even if they did do it, an innocent person ain't gonna, I mean, even if they did do it, even if they were guilty, most guilty people wouldn't do something like that. You say you love your children, but you're gonna put your children through something like that for real? Man, OJ, man, no. Don't get fooled by the charm. Look, man, I love to see a brother get it, because we up against a lot. I love to see a brother get it. I love to see when a brother get it. I don't give a damn. I like to see brothers win. But man, some of our brothers ain't right. And their asses need to be eradicated. Some of them ain't right. Some of them ain't good for the hood. Some of them make the hood unsafe. Some of them destroy relationships. They destroy the women. They destroy the children. Some of their asses need to be executed. O.J. Simpson is one of those people. O.J. Simpson is a horrible human being. He cannot be trusted. Anybody that would do something like he did, you got to be very, very careful of, man. He's very manipulative. I'm keeping it a buck, man. I know some of y'all, he your hero. Some of y'all look at him and just, man, you know, he's a successful dude, man. That's all you care about. You don't care about nothing else. He's successful, he black. That's enough for you. No, man, it's all good that you're successful. But what kind of person are you? Would you trust OJ to be dating your daughter or your mother or your sister? Would you trust that? Hell no. So why would you rally for him like that? If you wouldn't trust him with your own, the women in your own family, why would you trust him? I mean, why would you rally for him like that? No, man. And keep in mind too, OJ a sellout. Let's never forget that. Riding for this dude, I ain't riding for nobody who wouldn't ride for me. That's on top of everything. Now that's besides the facts, the evidence and all of that. I wouldn't ride for not one sucker. I don't give a damn what color he is. I'm not riding for nobody who don't ride for me. Now let me see what y'all saying. Mary Jane, he done already snapped once. True Bloods, Robert Blake, LOL, he was absurd. You know, for real, Robert Blake. Leffian says the original sellout, real talk. Snap of facts, Blake math. Let's see. Okay, then run up in the hotel with goons like he gangster. Real talk. He should have known. See that when you look, man, when you beat a murder charge, it can give you a false sense of superiority. You know, like, you know, after he beat that murder charge, I mean a double murder charge, man, they couldn't get me on a double murder charge, man. You think I ain't finna go in here and get my memorabilia, some food, holding on to my man? Let's go up in here and get this. Let's go up here, man, and get this memorabilia and get on up out of here. He had no idea that was going to get him a 30-year sentence. James Simmons, what's up, homie? What up, Mike? Justice comes first. Real talk. Let's see. Chase walked in the club and the DJ announced, what up, Chase? This Marcine. Yep. Oh yeah. Also, y'all, I got this the settings on it's some type of filter on here. I had to put a filter on here, man, because when I go live, people be saying all kind of stupid shit, and I can't catch everything. So I had to put a super sensitive filter on here. So these certain words that y'all know that are probably like really offensive words probably ain't gonna show up on here. So you may want to take that into account before you leave your message. What up, Water Sniper? Blue Marvel. Tremaine House says, I was just thinking about something that happened in my life earlier, and you said something so real. Thanks. Glad I got this live video. That's what's up. Rashida, I need to figure out how to make you a moderator. I'm gonna make you a moderator on here so you can help me with some of these when the trolls come on here. You know, got to get these trolls. Let me see. I'm trying to see where is that feature. It's supposed to be a feature on here where I can make you a moderator. Remove, hide, remove. Okay, you're already a moderator. Okay. All right. So Rashida, you see something out there that ain't right, you know, knock it down. Let's see. Sean Ellis. Well, if he did, he got away with it. Double jeopardy. But did he really get away with it? Man, y'all know OJ ain't gonna see no peace. Water Sniper say OJ is innocent. Patrice Waters, let's see. That was just stupid to steal your own stuff, knowing you're a marked man. OJ played himself. Yeah, like one of these little youngsters. Ain't no worse than an old fool. Lady Jefferson says, is that Lottie or Lady? Says, Gardner. Gardner did it. Okay. King Braswell says, is that Brass or Bras? Braswell says he didn't do it. Chisel, okay. Jet Black says he didn't do it. Man, are y'all saying he didn't do it just because he black? You know, it ain't like you fooling somebody by saying he didn't do it. Like everybody know he did it. Like, so do you know he did it and you just saying he didn't do it because you hate white people? You know, what is it? Because, you know, white folks who run the system has been so dirty and done black folks dirty for so long, and finally got a black man that won, and you just riding with him just because he black and he beat the system. Is it that? I mean, we can like, we ain't fooling nobody by, I don't think nobody's fooling anybody on here as far as what we think the truth is. Okay, Summer says, McLean says, sorry, Willie, he got plenty of peace. He is still famous with all his famous friends backing him and putting them up in their mansions. OJ is gonna be just fine. Okay. Paul Bradley, what Paul saying? Um, some of these names I can't read, man. It's just like, I don't, K.O. Sucky or something. OJ's son's alibi the night didn't add up. They asked the son in questions him and put him on the stand, he would have been caught. Okay. Him Big Boy says money can fix anything. Not necessarily. It can fix a lot of things. But I know a dude who was 65 and he was super rich and he died and he had money. And if I recall, Leah went down in a plane. She was loaded. Left Eye, Pac, Biggie. When I think about John Lennon, JFK, all of them was loaded. Can't fix anything. It can fix a lot of things. Everett James said, Willie D, you're dominating on YouTube. Appreciate you. Thank you. It's all because of y'all, man. It's just, it's the fans, man. It's the people that support my channel. You know, I gotta salute y'all. Vinyl and Kicks 86. Salute today's town legend. What up? Kenneth Joyce. OJ needs to sit his ass down. Man, when OJ beat those cases, I was like, man, that dude need to lay low. Just get kicked back and lay low. But that was too good, but that's again, that goes to that psychopathic behavior. They think they're smarter than everybody. I mean, who wouldn't think they were smarter than everybody if they had the trial of the century and they actually committed some murders in the trial of the century and they beat the case? I mean, that would give a whole lot of people a whole lot of sense of courage. Robert Millichuk said, let's see what he said. Let's see the whole thing. Robert Millichuk. Let's see, Robert, what you talking about, Robert? I think he said something about blacks believe anything. Something along those lines. Robert, you must be new because I think they finna light your ass up. Now, Walter Sniper say if the court had found him guilty, would you now be? Man, I don't give a damn what the court is saying. The court have found a whole lot of people guilty that I believe that's innocent, and they found a whole lot of people innocent that I felt was guilty. They found a whole lot of people innocent that I thought, well, not a lot of people innocent, but they found a few people innocent that I thought was innocent. I don't damn court don't decide my damn convictions. I don't look at no damn court. If you, it don't matter what race you are, but especially if you black in America and you look at the damn courts and you think that, and you base your convictions on what the courts say, if you believe that shit, if you sitting there in America and you black and you believe that, you really are judged by a jury of your peers and you should go with whatever the court say, you a damn fool. You ain't just a damn fool, you a new damn fool. But it don't matter what your ethnicity is. If you in America and you watch how the courts operate, if you believe that shit, you stupid. You a new kind of stupid. Lionel Witherspoon says, we can't allow racist police to climb over our walls and our homes and plant evidence. It's not as important if he did it or not. It's not as important as if he did it or not. It's not as important if he did it. I don't know, Lionel, you got to ask his people that, you know what I'm saying? What does his family think about that? I mean, yeah, see, that's where they messed up climbing over the wall. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I didn't cut for Christopher Darden, because Christopher Darden operating in a system of white supremacy, and he knew that there was evidence planted on OJ. Now this is they already got enough evidence on OJ, but this is the white racist officer doing what white racist officers in LA do. So This ain't nothing new to him. He used to planting evidence, but he ran up against somebody who could defend themselves financially. So he wasn't able to get OJ because he actually, what's his name? Mark Furman did more to damage that case than anybody did. Because if he had just stayed out of the way and not tainted that evidence, they probably would have got OJ. But Mark Furman did what Mark Furman and racist white cops like him normally do, planting evidence on the brother. So if anybody is to blame for OJ getting off more than anybody, it's Mark Furman. But because Mark Furman jumped over that wall and planted evidence, it still don't absorb OJ of guilt. He still he still did what he did. Now, in the court of law, it's supposed to, because he tainted the evidence, and he planted evidence and he did dirty stuff. So, in the court of law, actually, I hear what you're saying, Lionel. In this situation, the court worked like it's supposed to work. You can't, if you create a benefit of doubt, if you create any type of doubt, if there's any type of doubt, then they're supposed to let you go. You're not supposed to convict people if there's doubt, right? So in this situation, it worked like it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to convict people when you got tainted evidence. So it worked like it was supposed to work this time. But personally, on a personal level, on a human level, it don't absorb him from guilt. He still did. And if you were in his family and that happened to somebody in your family, I doubt if you'd be so quick to say that he's supposed to get off because Mark Furman jumped over that wall. Even though legally he is supposed to get off, you still want his head. Let's see. I'm pleading with you. Go watch Tech Bill, the Bill Deer special on the murder of OJ. OJ didn't pay off anybody. The cops didn't with him like that. OJ knew that he could place the race angle in court and win. I don't think OJ knew he could win. He played the race card because it was dealt to him. All right. So anytime you black in America, the race card is always being dealt to you. So when people say play the race card, stop dealing the damn race card. I won't play the race card. So if they didn't deal the race card in the first place, he wouldn't have played the race card. But in America, the race card is always being dealt. I don't give a damn if you're in the courts or if you're at a supermarket, if you're at a car dealership, it's always being placed. I've walked inside of car dealerships and before they knew who I was, they walked right by me. Don't say nothing. Man, as soon as they find out who I am, they know I got that money, they be, oh, yeah, how can I help you, Mr. Dennis? Oh, yeah. I'm a fan. I'm da-da-da-da-da. But I've seen them. I've watched them. I've watched at the same time where it'll be somebody else who's not black, walking around in some flip-flops and shorts and shit, and they rushing right over to him. Race card is always being dealt in America. You always got to deal with that. Sad, that's the way it is. So in this one case, it just happened to work in his favor. But I can tell you this, though. It's a whole lot of brothers who got punished for OJ getting away. It's a whole lot of dudes went to court who ended up doing life sentences. Some had evidence planted on them. A lot of them innocent people. They doing time right now because of OJ getting off. Now, some people gonna do time anyway just because the system is crooked like that. You know, I'm talking about innocent people. I ain't talking about the guilty. But some's gonna do time anyway. But because of OJ, there's a whole lot of innocent black men in jail right now and in the grave. Because some of them were out there, some of these vigilantes, they found out a way to execute, kill, as payback. Just like they did when Obama got elected. They killed, payback. A lot of these people getting killed by the police, it's payback for Obama getting elected. See, I don't want to talk about that. That's the truth. Let's see where we at here. All right, I'm gonna take a few more of your comments, and then I'm gonna wrap this puppy up. Kris Jenner turned Nicole into a hoe. And OJ helped Robert Kardashian chase man that was banging Kris out the house with a gun. Dave Eastwood, how do you know this? Where did you get this? Who's your source? Where did you get this information? Let's see. Chantel Goggins. Miller Chuck got deleted. She'd put it on him. JB's, the Las Vegas judge, was not having any of OJ's shit. She gave him that time. Yep. Yeah, she gave him that time. Yeah, but imagine how many other people she gave that time to that wasn't supposed to get that time. Like see, it's a very complicated case with OJ because on one hand, one of the worst things in life, man, is denied justice. That's one of the worst things in life. But when you consider history, you consider all of it. Oh man, I don't even want to get into that. But anyway, OJ putting himself at the scene of that crime. He also said that OJ said he grabbed a knife from his friend, his make-believe friend, his hypothetical make-believe friend, Charlie, and he stabbed Ron Goldman, and blood was everywhere, and then he left. And man, y'all can't seriously believe that, right? I know y'all. Yeah, I mean, I know y'all. You can't seriously believe that, especially if you're over 10 years old. I mean, I just can't see anybody really believing it. Crystal Clean, thanks for going live. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining me. Michael, gloves or the shoes did not fit. One term brain cancer, and you're pretty much dead in a few months. No amount of money can save you. Right? Okay, Real Talk with Tamara says, I always knew that he didn't. When I became a private investigator, I looked into the case. Say, you always knew that he didn't? Look up Glenn Close. Bradley says, look up Glenn Close. You will change your mind and know he didn't do it. Blackness for Life. Glenn Rogers was a serial killer who supposedly killed Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. That night, he claims OJ hired him, still earrings back that was worth $20,000. So he said, so the dude, this Glenn Rogers said OJ hired him to steal some earrings back. Okay, so he went to go steal some earrings, but he walked away with a double homicide. He's just going to steal some earrings. I ain't going to rob. I'm just going to steal. Going to steal some earrings. Take off. And damn, OJ, I know I went to go steal. Yo, OJ. Yeah, what's up? What's up, man? You got it? Hey, yeah. I got the earrings, man, but slight little problem, man. I had to kill Nicole and some guy that came by the house. Come on, man. All right. Gas Chamber remix. Already. Let's see. Ernest Boy, that dude sold his soul to the devil, Jack. Stephen Witterose says, Willie, thank you for keeping it 100 and being real. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Got no choice. Blackness. There's a serial killer named Glenn Roger. Google him. Chantel Goggins. Hey, you know, at this point, everybody believe what they want to believe. I mean, we all have enough evidence and we've heard enough of people's stories to give us, and we've done enough research too. I think a lot of people have done a fair amount of research, so we've done enough and heard enough to decide how we feel about this case. And after tonight, after you heard from the killer's mouth, okay, for the sake of argument, from OJ's mouth, that hypothetically, how he killed Nicole and Ron Goldman, if you still don't believe he did it, there's nothing that anybody can say from this point forward, period. And that's that. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for joining me. Until next time, you ain't seen me, and I ain't seen you. No more talk. Salute.